Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Ron Hill Gaming. We are in the game Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, and we are back in our Cessna. Take a daylight flight here. I don't have my part when we have the passengers in the back today. That'll work. And we are going to go to Hilton Head from Jacksonville. We're here at parking 42 in Jacksonville, and we're going to go ahead and get the plane up and running here. Let's flip on our switches. Won't turn on any avionics just yet. Let's let them know that we are getting ready to move here. There we go. These need to come down. Not turning on. And we'll turn on that switch. I want to make sure my switches are doing it and not anything else. I'm going to move this for just a second. Oh, it won't let me. I'll look at my. Let's go ahead and get her started. We're going to have to push you on that. We want that all the way in. We want that cracked. Clear prop here. Clear prop.
Clear prop.
A little bit more fuel. There we go. Avionics can come on. We'll let those get a line there real quick. We can get our flight plan in here equally as quick. So we want to move on over. Go ahead and turn that one on. All right, let's do our flight planner. And we want to go. We're going to go to LIPS, LL. IPS. There we go. Enter that. And then we're going to go to Ty B. So, oops, sorry. T what? Did you push the right part of the button? EY, so we'll go down. B, E, enter. And then we're in our destination runway. So let's. Destination runway will be 21. For that, or not giving me a runway, is it? Well, that won't matter. Let's enter. Let's go. Let's clear out of there. We don't really have a departure out of here, nor do we have an approach or anything like that. Runway. Yeah, they just don't. Oh, there's 2-1. We were able to get that in there. All right, let's enter flight planner. No, we don't have a departure out of here. We don't have an arrival either. I want to activate it. Let's go over here. We have LIPS. Let's take our range down. IB, yeah, we're good. It's all in there. All appears to be set. All right, let's go ahead and talk with air traffic control and traffic control, but departure here, and see what we can do about getting out of here. Let's listen to the ATIS real quick.
Jacksonville International Information Papa, 1956 Zulu winds are 006 at 4 knots. Visibility 10 miles. 2,000 few clouds. 5,000 few clouds. Temperature 24, dew point 4. Current altimeter is 3001. Arriving and departing runway 32. Jacksonville International Information Papa, 1956
3001
006 at 4 knots. Visibility 10 miles. 2,000 few clouds.
And we're departing 32, is that what you said?
Temperature 24, dew point 4. Current altimeter is 3001. Arriving and departing runway 32. Jacksonville International Information.
I don't really have a departure. No, there really isn't one. And we'll just clear that out. Let me make sure that didn't change anything. What? Not really. All right. Go ahead and talk to, let's find my frequency. Clearance delivery is 119.5. Let's listen up for that, or try to talk to them. Jacksonville clearance delivery, Cessna 377 Delta Echo, ready to copy IFR to Hilton Head.
377 Delta Echo, we don't have a flight plan on file for you.
Oh, I did that last time too. Trying to file it.
81 Echo Romeo, I think you were first. You're cleared to Lima Oscar Tango. Will be your radar vectors.
Uh-oh.
Kalen 2 departure. Kalen intersection, then a spile. Climb maintain 3000.
It's not responding.
Flight
Hold on
level
a second.
22010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 132.35. Squawk 4165.
All right.
Radar vectors, Kalen at file 3000, 20 and 10, 32.
Yeah, that's at runway 32.
4165.
All right, that's been fixed. Okay.
81 Echo Romeo, your back is correct.
Jacksonville clearance delivery, Cessna 377 Delta Echo, ready to copy IFR to Hilton Head.
7 Delta Echo is cleared to Kilo Hotel X-Ray Delta as filed. Expect departure runway 32. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect higher clearances 1 minute after departure. Departure on 119.0. Squawk 3134.
I have them read it just so it's all
7
right.
Delta Echo is cleared to Kilo Hotel X-Ray Delta as filed. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect higher clearances 1 minute after departure. Departure on 119.0. Squawk 3134. Cessna 7 Delta Echo.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo, read back correct. Altimeter is 3001. Expect runway 32. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi. Enjoy your afternoon.
Altimeter is 3001. Expect runway 32. Ground down 121.9 for Cessna 7 Delta.
Static 1612 Heavy Alpha, left Kilo Golf.
All right,
left
so
Bravo,
we're on
area over
ground.
092 Heavy, hold short Foxtrot.
This is your one. We're good there. Okay. We'll then turn on our taxi lights. Oh. Anytime my taxi
Chili
lights
531,
on.
did you get your new route?
Yes, sir, we have
Need my nav lights
Okay,
on.
land Chili 531 Heavy, continue
There we
Whiskey,
go.
Charlie, Echo, cross runway 13 left, monitor tower 123.9er.
Whiskey, Charlie, Echo.
Put our fuel pump on for takeoff here in a minute. Everything looks good. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll out of here. Rim is set. Parking brake's coming off. We'll go ahead and get a exit clearance. Jacksonville ground, Cessna 377 Delta Echo ready to taxi.
377 Delta Echo taxi to runway 32 via taxiways Golf 1, Bravo, Hotel, Alpha, Kilo, November, uniform. Hold short runway 32.
Taxi to runway 32 via taxiways Golf 1 Bravo Hotel Alpha Kilo November uniform. Hold short runway 32 Cessna 7 Delta Echo.
All right, we have our departure altitude in. We have runway heading is going to be 320.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
So
Also, new departure frequency 125.7.
we're going
125.7, let's see the 531.
to 20 right about here. Hold on, let me zoom in here.
Delta 44
Right
Heavy,
about
you're
there
gonna
it is
follow the
there.
LAN or LATAM, I'm not sure what it says. The 787, cross runway 13 left at
Parking
Whiskey,
brake is
monitor
off.
123.9er.
Follow
Go over
left
here
hand,
and get our
787,
taxi. We're going to taxi
cross
straight
Delta
ahead,
Whiskey,
and then we got to go around to the other airport, or other runway. Just one airport, though. I'm going to do this to kind of get out of their way. Spin maneuver here.
Anyone else standing by for taxi?
Thanks, guys. All right. And left.
Hey, UPS 108, we're still getting here on this ramp.
UPS 108 Heavy, thank you, taxi to the ramp.
Yeah, taxi ramp, UPS 108 heavy.
All right, we're good. Get out of here. Get out of this taxiway. We've got some big planes out here. Follow me car. I don't think they're for us. Definitely not for us.
Ground Delta 476 Hotel Bravo, short of Alpha with information Charlie.
476 Heavy, ground runway 22 right, taxi left Bravo, hold short Foxtrot.
Alright, left on Bravo, short of Foxtrot, going to 22 right for Delta 476.
You know, I need to double check something. Last time I told it we had fuel, and it decided to tell us we didn't. See, it's doing it again. So let's go into here real quick. Yeah, this should be 75. Alright, that should be better. Because that's what we had it set up
Ground,
as.
good evening.
Yeah, now that's better. Okay.
Kilo Foxtrot,
Good thing I thought of that. We might have run out of fuel on this, even though I'd set it up in a
Give way
previous
to the American
menu.
and FedEx. When able, taxi left Bravo, hold short Foxtrot.
left Bravo, short Foxtrot, FedEx versus American.
Well, these are
Coming from the
some
left, the one
interesting
from the left.
taxiways, aren't they? That just so I can see where I'm going, because I'm not that tall in this cockpit apparently. I'm not that tall in real life, but I can see over the cowling. And we're going to make sure that we are tuned
Delta
into
214 Heavy,
ground for
departure
right
frequency
now.
125.7.
25.7 for 214.
hold short runway 32. Further instruction. Then they'll give us a tower frequency. A little fast of a taxi. We're not flying for Southwest tonight, but
This is 476 Heavy, new departure frequency 125.7.
25.7.
we'll go down here and we'll make a left. It kind of corner cuts the field here a little bit. This taxiway, but the next one we'll be making a left. Oh my gosh, you know what I forgot?
JetBlue 2737 is coming out of Whiskey Alpha with Charlie.
Blue 2737, turn on 22 right, taxi left Bravo, hold short
It's okay.
Foxtrot.
Left Bravo,
It's
short
okay.
Foxtrot for 22 right, JetBlue 2737.
I thought I still had covers and wheel chocks and all that on here, but it did not maintain. For some reason, it didn't save like a persistency on this one this time.
Blue 2737, new departure frequency
Could be my
125.7.
computer.
25.7.
Windsock has got a little bit of movement to it over there. We're not dealing with very heavy winds. I think they said 8 knots tops. That looks about right. All right, we're gonna cut the corner here. So I have my taxi diagram and my other monitor. I would not have done, been able to do this like this otherwise. And you do use a taxi diagram when you're taxiing in the real world if you're not familiar with the airport. The home airport, of course, you know exactly what you're doing. And we're gonna make
Europa
a
092 Heavy,
left
Bravo, hold short
right
whiskey.
here.
Bravo, Fox, Whiskey, Europa 92.
Going all the way down to 32. Absolutely beautiful day here in the real world in Florida, and it looks like it is the same
Ground JetBlue
in
2737.
Jacksonville
2737, yes.
as it is here in Central
left
Florida.
Bravo, short of Foxtrot.
Short of
It's
whiskey,
cool
please.
temperatures.
2737.
Short of Whiskey, right?
Not a cloud in the sky. This ought to be a lot more fun than having to deal with no visibility or, There's our Cessna down here. Now this is just a rental, so if we want to switch planes to something else that's available out there, we may do that. Somebody in a different plane may offer it to us, and we'll take it, but we'll see.
Number 5367, follow the heavy 767 Delta at Whiskey, cross runway 31 right, monitor tower 123.9.
All that guy on Whiskey, cross 31 right, and monitor tower 139.
Bumpity bump bump. We do have FS Realistic going. All the noises and bumps and jostles and all that really adds a lot to this. We're not just a static image on the screen like the original flight simulator on a is that a 90 megahertz computer? That's how long I've been doing it.
97 Alpha, left Kilo Golf, left Bravo behind the Federal Express, monitor tower 123.9.
All right, we'll run out of taxiway and
Alpha, Kilo Golf.
run out of runway. That's the beginning of the runway down here. Like driving 2 miles closer to your destination, I guess, but we can do a little run up here as well.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo contact tower on 118.3. Have a good flight.
Contact tower on 118.3 for Cessna 377 Delta Echo. All right, let's do our quick run up. We're gonna go here.
Southwest 2557, contact departure.
Parking brake is set. Coming up to 1800 RPMs.
Sky 5660 tower 1260 at 8, runway 24 right, clear to land.
There we go. And we're gonna click it back, looking for the drop. Perfect. Back to both. Then over to left. Or right, I'm sorry. Then back to both. That looks good. Throttle down. Getting about 1,000 RPMs here. Park and brake can come off. Make sure we're looking outside. Jacksonville Tower, Cessna 377 Delta Echo. At runway 36, ready for departure.
377 Delta Echo, winds are 006 at 4 knots, cleared for takeoff. Runway 32 squawk 1200.
Squawk 1200. We're on a flight plan. I will not change that squawk.
Scouts 5660, just to verify, runway 24 right, clear to land.
24 right.
Clear for takeoff, runway 32, squawking 1200, Cessna 7 Delta Echo.
Clear to land, Scouts 5660.
Thanks.
Well, you know they asked us to do it,
turn
so
left to Zulu and
let's,
cross runway 24 left. Plan a right turn on Echo due to a closure, and then ground point 65.
00.
We'll cross to the back of Zulu and the right turn.
Alright, here we go.
Echo.
We obviously can do this visual today. I thought we had filed this IFR. When it gave me that problem, it defaulted to VFR. That's okay. It is a VFR day, so we're okay.
Compass 5734.
It will change things en route, that's all.
24 left, line for wake.
All right, here we go. Whoops. Get control. Get on that center line. Get on that center line. Full throttle. You have some turning tendencies here, so we have to heat in some left rudder.
Compass 5734, Arnav Del Rey, 125 at 8, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
And there is our liftoff speed. We got a little crosswind. Wow. There we go. Get that rudder back out of there. Go to our best climb speed. We want to get out of the way of that airliner coming in. Brighten those up a little bit. Flight director.
Delta 1461 tower, full length, runway 24 left.
Flight director on. Autopilot on.
Delta 14 point.
We want vertical speed, nose up. No, we don't want to climb that much. That's better.
Compass 5734, contact departure, good day.
Let's go heading first. Because it wants to get us going that way for some reason. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? That looks as real as anything, doesn't it? We're going to continue our turn.
Arnav Del Rey, 12507, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Arnav Del Rey, clear for takeoff, 24 left, Delta 1461.
We're going to practically go east here to try to intercept our flight plan. Somewhere in there, then we can go. The GPS should pick it up from there.
6062 makes a hard right onto hotel.
And we didn't have any flaps in, so we're making sure those are clear. Landing lights should be on, not taxi lights. Make sure all of our auxiliary lights are on. We're under 10,000.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo, have a good afternoon. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved for Cessna 7 Delta Echo. Have a good one.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo. Frequency change approved. Report went back on frequency.
We'll report we're back on with you for Cessna 7 Delta Echo.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo, you were garbled. Please say again.
Tower 356 clear, 25 right.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo, we'll report when we're back on your frequency.
That's from
Cessna 7 Delta Echo,
I'll say
this is
6
Jacksonville Tower on
Well, computer 8, runway 25 right, line up your
request.
25 right, line up away.
Jacksonville Tower, Cessna 7 Delta Echo, we'll let you know when we're back on frequency.
5208.
There we go. All right, GPS. We want to come off of heading mode. See if GPS will pick it up. We're on an intercept course, so it should.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo, enter pattern on the left downwind for runway 32.
Nope, not doing that.
Downwind, roger.
Line 1 heavy start tech.
We are free to do our own thing. I'm going to go up to 7,000 here. GPS is capturing the route. We're not landing. Our speed's okay. We're trying not to climb out at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
1802 start tech, pulling.
We're actually climbing, but the reduced rate. There it goes. Okay. Let's go outside and take a look. There's where we left from. Only we were going that way.
Number 662, hold short on take it. Hold short, runway 25 right.
Heading out to the Atlantic Ocean.
Calling?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, okay, we're clear of it. There's a temporary flight restriction here in one of the areas, but it's gone now. All right, we were looking at a flight of about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Like I said, it's a beautiful day. The sun is still pretty high in the sky, so we should be landing in the daylight, that's for sure. Oh, look at this down here. Where are they going in such a low altitude? Holy mackerel. Is there a runway out here somewhere they're headed for? That I don't see? Oh my goodness. It's a causeway over to the main. Is this an air? This kind of looks like an airport here, doesn't it? Things backwards, sorry. Yep. And that is where they're going. Look at that. Lost eyes out on here, but that's where they were going. Let's go back inside. All right, we are right where we want to be.
FedEx 849 heavy, runway 25 left, left away. 25 left, on the way, FedEx 849 heavy.
We're climbing, we're not losing speed falling out of the sky. You have some of these lights illuminated. It just makes it easier, even during the day. You won't need pitot heat. It's not that. Oh, I forgot my fuel pump for takeoff, but we're good. All right, we're going to go ahead and Monitor, we're not over speeding. In fact, we're losing speed, but our best rate of climb is still in the 60s. So.
Hawaiian 1 Heavy, LA Tower, keep pulling.
And at this rate,
Full length, Hawaiian 1 Heavy.
we'll get there eventually. Oh, not 72 to 70. There we go. Now, we won't be getting any radio calls or pass-offs because we are flying visual at this point. In fact, we can bring up the, do this again. There we go. We can bring up on my other screen the Hilton Head airport information. ATIS is 121.4.
American 890, hold short, runway 25 right at Juliet.
Hold short 25 right at Juliet, American 890.
Let me do this. Yeah.
Alaska 290, runway 25 right, line up and wait, caution, wait turbulence, will be behind a heavy MD-11 off the parallel runway.
Runway 25 right, Alaska 290.
It's the volume for the radio.
American 890, hold short, runway 25 right.
Hold short 25 right, American 890.
This one here, yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, the frequency wants to jump back. I think we're too many miles away, but there we go, we're approaching our altitude. Yeah, we're not picking up. Standby is good, but we're not picking that up. Hilton Head Tower is 118.975.
3511, starting flying, ramp 4. Tower 3511, taxi ramp. Clear ramp, Tower 3511.
Okay, so we'll keep that in there. Yeah, I've got an approach course that we can, it's not going to put that in yet. And,
United 526, 1 November, with information to Yankee.
it's not an ILS approach, so we have it in, we have it in our approach, so we should just go right to it. All right, there we go. We're at 7,000 feet.
And for United 526, just
We're going to keep the speed up on this one today. We're going to burn a little bit of extra fuel.
Foxtrot.
I don't want to go
Merges
too
at Echo,
fast.
Foxtrot, set to Echo.
Roger that.
And then we're going to bring our, watching our EGTs.
Delta 1923, joining Mike for ramp 3.
There we go.
Delta 1923, taxi ramp. Delta 1923.
I'm going to rate around 110. The ground speed is 115, so we're doing good. We are doing good. All right, Hilton Head has an altitude, should be a
Echo right here at Fox or right down where it actually merges at Golf.
sea level, right? It's right here on the ocean.
All the way down to the end of Foxtrot. It naturally merges right into Echo.
So, runway 21, which is not what we're set up for. Yeah, runway 21 has a elevation of 19 feet. So, we're using the autopilot to come down. We'll just let me bring in an altitude like 3,000 here.
That's 23, 20 Lima.
Got 823 taxiway.
Taxiway, Delta 20.
There we go. So when we're ready to start descending, we can do that. We're ways away from that yet, but not crazy. Doesn't hurt to be set up ahead of time.
Good morning, ground.
I don't know why they don't have an ILS approach to that, but
North Cargo ramp.
I'm not
Show me 8550.
overly concerned with it. And it looks like when we land,
Okay, and I do have Yankee. I'll turn left here on
looks
Alpha.
like we'll be landing,
Short of 26 right as you approach in, and land on.
and everything will be to our, well, the terminal's to our right. So we'll want to exit to the right. The FBO ramp is to the left. Okay. We're going to park it, so we want to get off on A3 to the left here. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, so we're going to be coming in right here on 2-1, but we'll be wanting to make a right. If we make a good landing, we can exit right here, and we're right there at parking. Already on to our first waypoint, Lips, L-L-I-P-S. We're now heading more north. We were heading practically east, northeast. Now we're heading northeast.
9526 Southwest Falcon Nose is your sequence. Monitor turnaround 119.1.
Yeah, 9526, roger that, and 119.1.
Good day.
Put our heading right there in case something happens. There we go. We'll be flying off Tybee. It'll be 71 or 73.1 nautical miles away. And at this speed, take about 42 minutes. And then we'll be at the top of descent there within 14 miles.
At the approach Enterprise, runway 26 right, taxi to runway 26 left.
Cleared to cross 26 right, and taxi is 26
And
left.
we'll be about 25 miles outside of Hilton Head. For those that don't know, Hilton Head is a kind of an upscale area in the coast of Georgia. It's a great vacation spot. It's a place where people own vacation homes that are, like I said, a little more upscale. Obviously, the Hilton Company, I believe, is prevalent there. And I've been there once visiting. Someone had a vacation home there, and they let me use it. And it was in November, so it was the off season, but it was right on the beach, and we're out there flying kites with sweatshirts on. I mean, it was cool and cool temperatures, but it was a lot of fun. To get Hilton Head's ATIS one more time. I think I have the wrong number here. 121.4 for the, well, that's what I have. Going up as something else.
Or the Tango 5. Yeah, transmitting ground. Sorry.
Let me try something here. cities nearby, but Hilton Head isn't one of them yet.
Greg, good day. Go with City 89, joining Mark 04.
Go with 38, 39, taxi ramp.
The ramps, go with City 89.
I hope your week's going well. We posted a LSPDFR video today, so that's up and running with a surprise ending, but
5405, taxi ramp. Denver,
Did some
5405, taxi ramp.
Cooper work up in the county.
5405, go to ramp 5.
Yeah, 5405, taxi ramp.
A nice, relaxing flight anyway. If we were flying this in the real world, in the event of a water landing, your seat cushion can act as a flotation device. We do have life jackets in the back for you folks. We are well within view of the land though, so I'm not anticipating needing to make a water ditch. You can easily glide all the way over here. Beautiful Cessna Skyhawk 172, one of the more popular training planes. My window's open. One of the more popular training aircraft.
1820, approaching 4 northwest Yankee.
This is huge compared to what I trained in for light sport. A little two-seater, close-quartered, low-wing with a canopy top. That was neat.
6 Lafayette Foxtrot Echo Spirit Links
Put
1820.
the canopy down like you're in a fighter jet, you know. But it was a German-built plane. I can't think of the name of it. Ours were blue. Beautiful plane.
Fairwinds 1820, monitor tower 110.1.
But I saw a video today that
1820.
I still can't believe it's true. Apparently, FAA certification, and I forget what chapter that is, 164 or something like that. You know, there are minimum hours of instruction for example, light sport, the minimum is 20. Most people do it in 30. Private pilot, the minimum is 40. Most people do it in 65 or 60 to 65. There's a gray area. It's not gray, or not really gray area, but the glider certification is 10 hours. Well, there is a light sport aircraft, I believe the brand is Pipistrel, and it's referred to, it's still light sport, 2-seat, and so on, but it is classified as a powered glider. Has an engine, has a propeller, has, it's a top wing, like what we're in right here, high wing, and it's just a small, very small little aircraft that is certified as a glider. So you could, of course, go up to altitude, shut off your engine, glide around. You need, if you didn't make it back to the airport, you fire up your engine, you know, go back. But because of the, I don't want to say there's anything wrong with it, but because of that gray area, you could theoretically get your private pilot glider endorsement certification in 10 hours. And there's a place in Inverness, Florida that offers it for $3,000 for the whole package. Plane rental, your CFI, your certified flight instructor, which, by the way, they only need like 20 hours, 25 hours maybe, to be a CFI for a glider. So they can take you up and, you know, show you how to solo and do all that stuff, and you can do everything you need. And apparently a 14-year-old, I believe it was a young lady, flew cross country from the west coast to the east coast in one of those small light sport aircraft. Clearly she wasn't gliding the whole way, but, you know, over the course of a lot of time, because they don't hold much gas, and, you know, you gotta make a lot of stops, but over a lot of hops, she made it across the country. So, if you want to get up and you're not planning on being a commercial pilot, although the certified flight instructor is in glider, you can get paid to teach people. You can do it as little as 10 hours, get up there, have fun, start working on your CFI, and at the end of the week, if you're, you know, really dedicated to it, you could be a flight instructor, which I find interesting. But if that has changed, because that video was a few months old, it wasn't years and years and years old, but if that's changed, put that in the comments below. Or if you want to be a glider pilot, look up Inverness, or look up the school in Inverness that does that. If you look up 10 hours to your pilot's license, I believe that video will. We're still cruising out here on the Atlantic Ocean. Coast of, could be the or banks of sorts of Georgia here. Look at my map. We are just past Florida, or just now. What you're seeing here is the end of Florida. These spats or fairings, they're aerodynamic. They're supposed to add to the aerodynamics and flight or fuel economy while in flight.
2557
Where's our sun? Where's the sun? There it is. Yeah, we'll be. All right, we will be well within. This will be a well-lit landing. Well, spotting the runway is a little bit easier at night sometimes.
For north of Yankee.
We just clicked 55 miles to Tybee.
Oxford Echo 265, Southwest 565.
Filed a flight plan, so we could theoretically request flight following. Let's see if this will do that. If Pilot2ATC will do that.
3554 monitor.
I need probably Jacksonville clearance delivery or center. Jacksonville Center, 126.75. Jacksonville Center, Cessna 377 Delta Echo, with you 7000, request flight following.
Sure, 1 Alpha Delta, contact approach 124.35.
2435, 81 Alpha Delta.
Jacksonville Center. Jacksonville Center, Cessna 377 Delta Echo is 7000, requesting flight following.
South 36 for direct JAX, going to maintain 16,000, sending altimeter 29er.
29er, direct jack, and down to, was it 16,000? So that was 36.
Affirmative.
All right, thanks.
Getting Jacksonville Center. Jacksonville Center, do you read?
Aircraft calling center, say again with your call sign.
Center Cessna 377 Delta Echo is at 7,000, requesting flight following. Not catching that for some reason. Center Cessna 377 Delta Echo is at 7,000, requesting flight following. But you can't say we didn't try. Cessna 377 Delta Echo requests flight following.
That 105 Noise Center, thanks for checking on.
Giant 105 Heavy, we're checking on 15-3, climb 230.
That 105 Center, roger.
377 Delta Echo requesting flight following. Nope. Jacksonville Center.
Giant 105 Center, Center 126.77. South 36 cross-track and maintain 10,000.
We'll stay on center.
That was 36.
If they would give us flight following, we would have a different squawk, and they would just maintain radar contact with us. They see us on their screen, if this was a real person, and they know we're here, but with flight following, we can pass you off to the next controller and advise you of traffic, advise you of terrain, which there won't be any here. Tell you when to turn over to the airport, all those things. It's a convenience, a courtesy, if you will, that they will provide for you. But it's not required. As you can see, we can fly without them. And we are flying without them. They're not answering. I didn't know if they could do that or not. I don't know how sophisticated Pilot2ATC would be. Sometimes, you know, it works wonders, but I don't know. It's the sea over here on the Atlantic side. I didn't realize we were going to be quite that far offshore.
12435, that was 36.
We're coming in on runway 21. 21 is southwest. So we would go up, make a left, and come back that way.
Legion 93, 11,000, or 230.
Legion 93 up there, Roger.
36 minutes from top of descent. That's at an indicated airspeed of 100. We're exactly at 100. And our ground speed is 103. So the wind is not really messing with us too badly. We have a crosswind of 12 and a headwind of 12, crosswind of 3. So we are fighting just to maintain.
United 1118, contact center 119.95.
Oh, that was just my eyes adjusting.
119.95.
Thought we were heading into some clouds. I'm like, we can't. Because we are not on flight following, we can climb or descend as needed. Yeah, Georgia. You have an idea where to go from Hilton Head. I won't be recording the next video till at least tomorrow. So I don't hear from anybody. We'll be heading to North Carolina. Maybe like the tri-state area of South Carolina around Duke University. maybe that would be our next port of call. But if you guys have an idea where you want to go, it takes about an hour to get there. I don't want these videos too much longer than that. Nobody will watch them.
126.77.
But
12677, Second 3404.
if they are, you know, within an hour at what we're doing right now, again, if we jump into a Cirrus or something like that, we might get a little bit further in that same hour.
United 1827, descend via the Lucky One, except maintain 2000, San
If
Diego.
it seems like it's going to take us the rest of our lives to get around the country, we'll switch over to a Honda Jet or something like that.
United 1827.
I really enjoy flying the Honda Jet. Coastline is going to come back to us as we fly. You know, as the crow flies here, the coast is going to get closer and closer to us.
Center, this is Skywagon 94141 at 7.5 on 12816.
I'm trying to figure out what the Tybee waypoint is. It out in the water? Must be an island, right? Tybee Island? Does that sound right? I think there is a Tybee Island. Isn't that where everybody gets married? Kind of fancy.
Center, Hawker 806, Mike Charlie, flight level 200, cross terminal at maintain 1616,000.
Hawker 806, Mike Charlie, Gunner, good evening.
Cessna 172 is like the Honda Civic of airplanes. They built a ton of them, and they're all still running. This, of course, would be either a retrofit or a newer model with the G1000 panel display here inside.
W89, contact approach 124.35, have a good day.
Most of them have the steam gauges, which you have underneath here as a backup.
United 1827, contact approach 124.35, have a good day.
All right, 2435, United 1827. Good night now.
We do, of course, have our PMDG 737.
November 6, Mike Charlie, descend a
But I can never get that thing landed smoothly. I get it down. I get the reversers out and all that stuff. I've never gone off the edge. I'm not crashing. I'm not going off the edge. But they're not butter smooth landings. And they're not on the center line of, you know, that type of thing. Although a 737, you can fly it right down to the runway. 737-800. But, as slow as it is to get anywhere in the Cessna, it's still faster than driving. And the control is a little bit easier, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. But I'm never going to get good at that Boeing if I don't do it more, right?
286, South 1459.
Number 6, Mike Charlie, descend to maintain 2000, the San Diego Austin Price Palomar, altimeter 29908.
29908, 12,000, 6 Mike Charlie.
Okay, go Southwest 742, plan 240.
Southwest 742, center, good evening.
One part I enjoy with the 737 is the X program, KJAX, that adds all the flight crew sounds, people boarding, seatbelts clicking, all that stuff.
78, Southwest 742.
Drink service, here in the safety briefing is, oh yeah.
Alaska 339.
Next time we did one, the flight attendant said,
Alaska 339.
in the event of cabin depressurization, the fixed mask, the oxygen mask will drop down in front of you. Go ahead and put that on, and now's a good time to pick your favorite child and help them with their mask. But they are funny. In the event the captain decides to make this a luxury boat cruise, your flight vest is located in the pocket under the seat in front of you, or whatever.
November 6 Mike Charlie, contact Clippers 125.3. Have a good day.
125, 350, 6 Mike Charlie.
Briefing our landing, we'll be entering on the downwind. We'll come in 45 degrees probably, enter the downwind, base, final, and then exit to the left.
Alaska 339, sorry, this is my mistake. Do not exceed 270 knots, please, for spacing.
Alright, scratch is going fast and not to exceed 270. Alaska 330.
I also have the new livery. Well, it's not that new, but it's the Southwest livery with the stars and stripes on it. It's all 50 stars and 13 stripes. That's a neat one. That's the Freedom something livery. But we don't have to be Delta all the time. We can be Southwest.
Southwest 742, clear direct Trixie, maintain 300 knots or greater, please.
Trixie 300 or better, Southwest 742.
Weird airspace boxes here. I'm not sure what those are in relation to. Let me look on my no, nothing here on the sectional charts.
Center OS Southwest 2094, 12,000 climbing 230 via the Zoo 2.
Southwest 2094, up center, good evening.
The intersection coming up at 27.4 nautical miles or 15 minutes.
Maintain 12,000 Trixie at or below 14,000 Southwest.
Looks like we're 52 miles from Hilton Head. We'll be there in about 30 minutes.
Delta 884, descend via the Lucky One, except maintain 12,000, the San Diego altimeter 29er, 9er.
Descend via the Lucky One to 12,000, Delta 884.
lucky one arrival. Actually done that in Pilot Edge. Whoop. My fault, my fault. Kick the rudder pedal. It responded. Sorry to make everybody sick.
Southwest 2094, contact center 126.77. Have a good day.
2677, City Southwest, go ahead.
Some of the older ultralights had a two-axis control. The wing above your head was fixed with no ailerons or flaps or anything like that, and everything was controlled with elevator in the back and rudder control. So you could turn and descend and all that stuff, but you couldn't do like an aileron turn where you dip the wing down real good, that type of thing.
Center Delta 2546,
So
passing 11.2.
there is a responsiveness to the nose of the airplane when you accidentally put your foot on the rudder pedal like that. It's our wind situation. Now we're only 11 into the wind, 3 crosswind. Beautiful day to fly.
Southwest 1270, F36 forward, the Lucky One.
Southwest 1270, up center, good evening, descend via the Lucky One, accept 10,000, the San Diego altimeter 29er.
The Lucky One, says maintain 115,000.
Nice detail on this plane. Just looks a little static to me. It should be moving through the air, just a little bit, buffeting and stuff like that. I mean, that looks like a painting because the ground is, the water is, in relation. There's not a lot of movement there. There's somebody on a long trip.
Southwest 742, contact Bus Road 124.35. Have a good day.
May not have the turbulence on it. Hold on. There's got to be more than that. Let me see. You guys don't want to see this. The effects are all there.
LA Center American 480 with you, passing 10.8 for 190.
American 480, center, good evening.
Yeah,
And
all
I'm
the
flying flight
turbulence
level
is
190
on.
is the final today, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. We just had there's a maintenance thing where we can't go higher than that today.
Roger.
Here's some turbulence. That's what we're talking about. There just isn't any today. It's available to us. This is funny here.
Delta 884, ready for 270 knots for spacing into San Diego.
Oh, 270, Delta 884.
Gary Ride, it says. That's the crash screaming if we something doesn't look right. And and as we're flying on the compass rose,
911,
we should be at
230.
6,500. So let's do that. Let's go down to 6,500.
Hey, when you get a moment, we'd like to change our flight plan and go into Austin as well for South 911.
South 911, Roger.
Let's do this right.
What do you want to do?
We'd like to go from here to Imperial, and then J18 to Gila Bend, to San Simon, El Paso, J183 to Fusco, and then Dillo Lakes number 2 to Austin.
Alright, South 911 for now. After George, you click direct bar, Bravo Zulu Alpha.
We'll take this little 500
then, J2 to Gila Bend.
foot drop
Bravo
here.
November.
Remember, we're
We'll
not
get the
on
rest of
flight
the
following.
clear.
We can do our own altitude.
Alright, going to Bard right now after George.
Technically, I'm just
and,
correcting it. This
then
is where we
J2
should have
to
been the
Gila
whole
Bend, South
time.
Thank you.
But we'll go down to either 4,500 or 2,500. Probably 2,500. There's no obstructions here at all. Really catch our speed here. There we go. Get the right RPMs.
That is 710 cross.
Other than a headwind, wind is not really an issue. Headwinds just keep you aloft better, but you are fighting to go forward, obviously. Crosswinds are minimal. See if we can reach the ATIS right now.
Hilton Head information, Quebec. 2050 Zulu winds are 137 and 7 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Skies clear. Temperature 21. Dew point 2. Current altimeter is 3002. Arriving and departing runway 21. Hilton Head information, Quebec. 2050 Zulu winds are 137 and 7 knots. Visibility 10 miles.
So we have Hilton Head ATIS, so let's go to Hilton Head Tower. KHXD is what I'm trying
South
to find.
911, after Gila Bend, clear J50 to El Paso, then direct to Dillo.
J50 El Paso after Gila Bend, and then to Dillo. That's easy. Southwest 911. Thank you.
I'm not seeing it on that thing, but what I can do is I can bring it up in my digital flight bag here. Hilton Head airport diagram. Tower 118.975. Dial it up.
The 1257, flight level 360.
Boston 1257 Center, Roger.
All right, Hilton Head Tower 118.975. We're still a ways away. We're about 22 miles out, so when we get to top of descent, and our next altitude is going to be 2,500.
29 contact departure, have a good day.
Attitude 29, we'll see you.
Stand.
It'll be 2,500. Correct runway.
Canada 750, contact departure, have a good day.
Order departure to Canada 750, thank you, good day.
So at top of descent, that's going to put us, let's see, about 10 miles out. That'll be perfect. That will be perfect.
One right, Skywest 431.
And it's not that you couldn't hand fly this whole way, by the way. What you would do is trim it, you know, so that you're not fighting it. But you can maintain this altitude, hand flying it. As you deviated from course, you would have to make small little course corrections if you weren't on the GPS like this, but you'd be visually flying the coastline, so you'd be out far enough where you could see the coastline, but yet close enough that you could land here if you needed to. Maybe on the beach here, something nice and
One right,
smooth.
line up and right, Skywest 3450.
I'm not sure what these green, they almost look like little riverbeds. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that, but nice flat land with no trees on it is ultimately this roadway if you had to, maybe. Right there will be a nice smooth roadway, but who knows how many hundreds of cars are on there too at this altitude. You're always looking for a way down, you know, if you need it.
1037, San Francisco downway, one left line of flight.
Line of 08, one left, American 1037.
About 6.5 miles to top of descent, at which point we'll bring her down to 2,500. 2,500. Right? That's the call out it gives you. Tower 377 Delta Echo, request landing runway 21.
American 1037.
377 Delta Echo, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 21. Call downwind.
And runway 1 left, clear for take.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 21, Cessna 7 Delta Echo.
Pick up on left, American 1037.
All right, I have the runway in sight. We're going to come down a little bit more than this.
2242 San Francisco downway, one right line of flight.
One right, line of 08, down at 2242.
We're going to be too high here for this pattern. We're going to go ahead and go down to 1,200 feet. This is the airport right here in front of it. Whoops. Oh, I hate that. Go outside. Right here is the runway. So we need to get down.
Right here, flight 2430, then go ahead and start slowing it back.
Yeah, we're slowing down, that's your 2439.
Lower down as we're coming down. 1,000 feet per minute. We're approximately 3 minutes away from the airport. So that's only going to give us, well, we'll be right on it, I guess. There's some stuff to look at. Nice homes down. Look at the size of this building. What is that? The pool. Green space here.
Good afternoon, Tower. Flex Jet 583, visual 28 right.
That almost looks like it could be somebody's little private.
Customer service goes Airbus 3 mile
I don't
final.
know, that
Super
might be
Airbus
water
380
or-
departing the parallel. Runway straight right, clear to land.
Clear land, 28
Private
right. Flex Jet 583.
ultralight field or something. So we'll be entering a left downwind for this runway here. Actually, we'll just go ahead and go to heading mode. We'll do that. We'll let it do its thing. Coming down, coming down. We did not have to enter on a 45.
43, if you miss Echo, keep your stiff Delta, trap step 2 behind you at Delta, hold short to 8 left.
Center on a long downwind. Everybody, whoop, there we go again, sorry. Well, that's a sensitive rudder. Whew. Feedback in a little power. We'll call midfield on this downwind. Yep, come on down, you get another 1,000 feet.
Sky 3450, contact departure.
Good day, Sky 3450.
You don't want to be too far away from the airport, but you don't want to be too close to it either. You want to be able to see it out of your window. Otherwise, you have to make a really tight turn. Should be at 1,200 feet midfield. How about that? And we'll start slowing her down. By the end of the threshold, we'll throw in our first set of flaps.
American 2061.
Going to put on our taxi light as well. It calls for it in this plane, and then our fuel pump needs to come on for landing. Alright, so we don't want to stall out of the air here.
Emirates 41 Papa Super, contact departure. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Departure, Emirates 41 Papa Super. Thanks.
Alright. We are downwind. Tower, Cessna 377 Delta Echo, downwind, runway 21.
377 Delta Echo, call turning final for runway 21.
We'll call turning final for runway 21, Cessna 377 Delta Echo.
Target,
so we're looking for a 45-degree angle.
Delta 1750 Tower, wind 260 at 13, gusting to 18, runway straight right, clear to
Right
land.
there.
Okay, that wasn't us checking in, but Delta 1750 is with you. We're clear to land at 28 right. Thank you.
This is going to be a base and final all in one here is what it's going to be. Autopilot is coming off. I have the airplane.
498 San Francisco Tower, runway straight left, clear to land.
Straight left, clear to land, Sky 498.
We're going to go ahead and trim the nose down just a little bit. Let's not go crazy. Tower, Cessna 377 Delta Echo, turning final, runway 21.
377 Delta Echo, winds are 1907 at 11 knots, cleared to land runway 21.
Cleared to land, runway 21, Cessna 377 Delta Echo.
United 43, cross 23 left, contact ground plan A. United 2248, wind 260 at 14, runway 1 right, clear to takeoff.
This is where my
2242 United.
track IR would come in handy, but every little movement, I want you guys to get sick. It's a sharp turn. Come on, come around. Coming around. Whoa, right into the sun. To even that sharp turn, or steep turn we call it, we overshot the runway.
Southwest 3055, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff.
Come take up 1 left, Southwest 3055.
Alright, we gotta get some speed scrubbed off here. And altitude. We're cleared to land, runway 21. Compass heading is gonna bring us to 21 here.
And United
Second set of
2242, I'm sorry,
flaps.
if you said something else I didn't
Little
hear it.
balloon.
United 2242, runway 1 right, cleared for takeoff.
We take off 1 right, United 2242.
We want to maintain about a 500 foot per minute descent here. We want to stay on the center line.
500.
We're a little low. Although the lights tell us we're a little high.
Delta 750, slowed approach speed, traffic on a 2.5 mile final, slow back to 130 knots.
Jack, we're pretty much spot on. I've got the one. Yeah, we're gonna be a little low if I'm not careful here. Feeding back in the power. Pitch for speed. And power for altitude.
Southwest 3055, contact the first
Full flaps. Whoa, that plane just popped in there on me. Why is he on the move? Don't be on the move. Get it back on the center line.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Yeah. Way right of center line. That's awful.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo exit runway when able.
We're on the center now, but it's a little.
Tower Delta 1391, speaking up on Janny for 28 right.
Delta 1391,
Here's what I'm
Tower, make
looking
it right,
for.
clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 right.
Here's what I'm looking for.
1391.
Want to be clear of those bars.
Tower Sun Country 395, visual for straight left.
Sun Country 395, Tower 125016, mid 28 left, clear to land.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo is clearly active.
Straight left, clear left.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo, welcome to Hilton Head, contact ground on 121.1. Enjoy your evening.
Secretary.
Ground at 121.1 for Cessna 377 Delta Echo. Thank you. 121.1, right? Yeah. What? Ground Cessna 377 Delta Echo, ready to taxi to parking.
Ground Southwest 323.
377 Delta Echo taxi to General Aviation parking via taxiways Alpha, Foxtrot, hold short runway 03.
Cross Mike 6, going into gate ramp 3. Delta 383, taxi ramp 3.
Taxi General Aviation parking via taxiways Alpha Foxtrot, hold short runway 03, Cessna 7 Delta Echo.
3 Delta will follow.
So we actually have to go all the way around
Okay,
this
the ramp
way.
3 and Delta will follow Southwest 383.
So what it looked like on the diagram turned out not to be the case. We're gonna go all the way to the end, cross the runway, and we want to be over on the other side there. This is the these taxi lights in the middle of the taxiways. I wish they'd clean those up. Yeah, there's somebody on a roll.
Cessna 7 Delta Echo, hold short runway 21.
Holding short runway 21, Cessna 377 Delta
Cessna
Echo.
7 Delta Echo, clear to cross runway 21.
Clear to cross runway 21, Cessna 377 Delta Echo.
Ground, Southwest 2429, joining Mike, we're heading to ramp 4.
Southwest 2429, taxi.
Take the ramp, Southwest 2429.
Welcome to Hilton Head, they said. Whoa. On my diagram, this keeps going. Whoa! What direction are these people flying? We have to get over there. I'm right on the line that they want me to be on in my diagram. Sorry about that, everybody. They don't show that as being unpaved.
Down Delta 2197, crossing Bravo 2.
Yeah, we made a pretty good lane. No wonder we were over to the right so much. It's a pure crosswind. Pure crosswind. General aviation, let's get on the center line. General aviation parking is down here, according to my map. Going too fast, going too fast.
521 and Alpha 521 north.
American Maintenance Pod 21, turn right on Alpha, hold shuttle runway 26 right at the west end.
All right, this is general aviation parking to our left. The FBO.
At the west end, American Maintenance Flight 21.
Turn it in over here. One thing I miss with the Pilot2ATC is you don't get your marshallers. Just gonna parking brake is on.
Ground Delta 2435 is clearing 26
Nav
left.
lights,
Echo going
fuel
to
pump come
ramp
off.
5.
Exit lights.
Taxi ramp Delta
Like
2435.
all of our lights can come off. We will turn off our avionics, make sure our flaps are up all the way. They are. Turning off avionics. Go. Those can come off. Right, let's set up for right here. Tie it down. Some covers in. There we go. Wheel chocks down. Go ahead and let our passengers out. Empty bags out. What was various stuff? Oh, like cups and that's cool, isn't it? This is so neat. All right, we are going to save this. And this says cold and dark. So this is how we want to leave it. All right, this can go back. This can go shut. Passengers are gone. They left some trash behind. I'll take care of it. And there you have it. We'll go ahead and get out. And we are tied down in Hilton Head, Georgia. The second leg of our flight around the United States. And we'll need your input where we're going next. So leave a comment below, and you know, we'll make it happen. So until next time, I hope you and your family are well, happy, and everything's going your way. We'll see you next time here at Ron Hill Gaming. Bye-bye, everybody.